get together so they can try things. Yell about it, it's podcast so that you can try things. And we will stop singing so that we can all now try this.
Hello and welcome to Now Try This. Nick, what's the Now Try This?
Oh my god, OBS Ninja has this new thing where it said standby when we weren't recording and now it says on air. I feel like a real... Guys, I'm quitting everything. I'm a real podcaster now. I'm on air. This is the shit. Guys, this is Now Try This Cast where your boys Nick
And me, Marcus.
try things. What does that mean? It means we challenge each other. We challenge each other to try movies and games and TV shows and other things. Why do we do that? Because we love each other.
Hell yeah! It's because no one else will. So we created a platform for us to force each other to try things.
And hopefully you'll be compelled to try some things too. Check out our past episodes. Follow us at Now Try This Cast everywhere. And also, we got a special episode on us today because this episode is powered by Patreon. Marcus,
Boo!
what does that mean?
You want me to explain the Patreon? You want me to explain
but you have to say
the
it.
exclusive group that we started on
it?
Patreon? Yes.
Can you say it as if you were somebody like in the Sahara going on an expedition for the first time, like that's taking it way too seriously about the Patreon? And go.
Okay, Sahara. Okay. I found it. I found the Holy Grail, the exclusive of all exclusives, rarer than the rarest of Charizards. I found the group where I belong. Yes, that's right. It's the Patreon.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you gave $5 to the Patreon. You get to do what?
Okay, if you give $5 to the Patreon, you get to submit a challenge every single month. And then that challenge is brought to a poll where all patrons of all levels get to vote on what they want to see us do in the upcoming month. So this week's challenge, Hunter x Hunter, comes from our Patreon. And if you want to give us challenges, you can go to patreon.com/nowtrythiscast.
And if you can afford $5 and you just want to be part of the community, it only takes $1 to vote on those challenges. Reply to the posts, join our community. Guys, if you want us to start a Discord, do different kinds of challenges, have different kinds of rewards to do more content, please let us know. Our message boxes are literally fully open.
They are
gaping holes
open.
of...
It's a gaping hole, baby. And we want your DMs to fill our holes.
That's right. Now, Marcus, last week we did Spiral. It looks like you did. It looks like you're holding up okay. The Spiral monster jigsaw guy put you through the ringer. You seem to be holding up.
I'm holding up. I had to surgically replace my tongue for eating that hot pepper jelly bean. And I saved my best friend. So there's that.
Are you seeing a psychiatrist for the trauma?
I'm seeing two psychiatrists. They don't know about each other, though.
Oh
I
my
talk
God,
shit about one to the other. It works
Marcus,
perfectly.
I've never thought about this. Honestly, truly, you're making a joke, but what if you got two shrinks and you told them both the same things and you got different, so you could, because what do they say about doctors? Always get a second opinion.
Yeah, there you go.
Why should my mental health be different? Guys, you heard it here from Now Try This. Go ahead and get yourselves two shrinks. That is our advice to you. That is our hot take.
You gotta do it. You have
you
to
gotta
do
it.
It's hard enough to afford one.
Before we get to Hunter x Hunter, what's been going on? Have you tried anything new? These 2 weeks that we've been gone. Guys, it's my fault. Blame me about the 2 weeks, not Marcus.
I mean, 1 week was your fault, 1 week was my fault. So
I was taking full blame, but you're right. It was equally.
Okay, well, I tried a lot of new things. I'm going to try to be quick about it. But I went to Georgia for my girlfriend's brother's wedding.
Georgia.
And it was great. It was wonderful. I made the joke to Darren before, and she was like, I was like, oh, so we're going to hear Devil Went Down to Georgia all the time? She's like, no. And then I was sitting somewhere, and then they started playing Devil Went Down to Georgia, and I was like, I knew they did it. I knew they had to do it at least once.
Oh, yeah. They played New York all the goddamn time.
All the time.
All the time.
If you're in Times Square, there's random restaurants that play New York.
Always. But how was Georgia? How was another state?
It was great. It was crazy. It was different being there, especially like in like ending of COVID times. I feel like it was a weird unique beast to have to deal with. It was I tried some different restaurants, a lot of fried chicken, not a lot of vegetables.
I will say your camera is making you look a little extra orange, and I'm gonna guess it's because of the fried chicken.
It might be the tan and the burning hot sun. The weather
Oh
is
no! I
hot
looked at your
down
cam
there.
in the official camera, and you look fine. It's just your extra camera that only I
Okay.
can see. That's special for me,
got it.
guys. We have special sexy cam cameras for
We
each other
do.
during the show.
Mine was aimed at my crotch when we started our conversation.
Marcus, what was the best and what was the worst thing about Georgia?
Best thing about Georgia, I think, was how much green it was everywhere. It was very pretty.
Cool.
We stayed
Yeah.
in Athens. It was like a college town.
I thought you were going to Georgia,
really
not
nice.
Greece.
Nice.
Move on.
Nice. Good joke. There are many Athens around the world, which one of the bars had Athens, like a picture of every Athens location. It was really interesting. You got booed in the chat, by the way.
Marcus, now my goal is to get booed 3 more times during this pod.
Okay, and then that was Georgia. It was a great time. The worst thing about Georgia is the racism or not believing in women's rights. It was the everyone was pretty nice.
Wow.
It was the anti-maskers. It was
Nothing
else that you don't think of when you think about bad things in the South.
Marcus, let's transition from Georgia and talk about my favorite country.
Oh yeah,
because
Is
we're
Georgia?
number 42 on their comedy charts in Honduras. What up to my Honduras peeps?
Shout out! Wait, what number were we in Honduras?
42.
Guys, we are in the top 50 podcasters of a country.
Comedy.
So fuck yeah, in the comedy category, guys. So let's work it out. Let's get us higher. Let's get us in the top 10 comedy podcasts in Honduras.
And
I'm
one of the
excited.
ways that we get on those charts, guys, is if you leave us 5-star reviews on iTunes. Please, if you can't subscribe to the Patreon, if you can't tweet at us because you're shy, you can leave us 5-star reviews on iTunes. It's free. Just like Beautiful Genius did and said, our favorite. My fiance and I love to listen to this podcast together. Always excited to learn about the nerd world. And also, Nick is pretty dope.
Wow.
Or you could be like JD Gilla, who said, your new best boys. Love the show. Love Nick. Or is it Marcus? Marcus, yeah. Or isn't it? Listen and enjoy. Pumped up fist.
Nice. Another thing I tried, Nick.
Mhm.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I was a guest on another podcast.
Pew, pew, pew.
Shout out. I want to give a proper shout out to them. They're called the Greater Mythos Podcast. Great guys. One of the hosts, they're Josh and Josh are the names of the two hosts. One Josh was out, so I replaced that Josh for that episode. And I have a new friend. Genuinely like the guy a lot. Fantastic podcast. At least go and check out the episode I was on. At the very least, so that way they see those numbers skyrocket and they know it's because of me and how great I am and how funny I am.
I've been replaced. No, Marcus is leaving. This is gonna be. I need guys. If you want to join the Now Try This cast and replace Marcus because Marcus is stepping out,
no,
let me know.
I do both.
Slide in those DMs.
It was a great time. Go check those guys out. Show them some love because they're great dudes.
And leave them 5 stars on
Mhm.
iTunes only after you leave us. Them.
Yeah. One funny anecdote about going on the episode.
Please.
Have you had a chance to listen to it yet, Nick?
No.
Okay. Well, you should, and be a good
will.
example for everyone else because
I'll bring a full report next time.
he thought he was interviewing you for the episode because the email originally said Nick Nieves. So it wasn't until
email years ago.
It wasn't until I showed up and that he was like, "Oh, you're not Nick." Even though on the post on Reddit when I was asking to join other people's podcasts, I said Marcus. In the email, I said Marcus. He was like, "Oh,
Josh
shit."
on blast.
So it was fun, but he had a message that for me saying that on the Now You See Me episode that I was wrong about it being a bad movie, that it is actually a very good movie. And he wanted to tell you that in person, but he couldn't because I was on the episode. So,
well, Josh, if you're listening to this podcast, You can agree with my statements anytime you like. Friend of the show, Josh from the Greater Mythos podcast. Hell yeah.
Nick, have you tried anything new in the last 2 weeks?
I have, but something that I did find out recently, again, because I had forgotten, is you can edit your old iTunes reviews. And I just want to shout out one of our longtime fans, Tia Fofia, who left a review years ago, but added an edit. Said, oh my God, so I'm almost fully caught up to this now. Still love very much. The only issue I have
Okay, only issue.
is that there was this one issue I adored where you guys would go back and forth with YouTube beats and make them songs. Like you would give each other the scenarios. I think the movie was about a nerd. I keep thinking it was Napoleon Dynamite, but I truly can't remember, and that saddens me. Y'all should watch BoJack Horseman if you haven't already and are in a good enough headspace. It's amazing. Tia, Fofia, I can tell you right now, that was our High School Musical, the series episode where we made Marcus make a whole TV show about Duncan, Idaho.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. Or did she mean an old episode that we used to do that and she wants to hear it back?
Did we do that anywhere besides?
I remember I have like this weird memory of you holding a
wait.
phone to the microphone and making me like with just beats you found on YouTube and making me sing or rap or something. I don't remember. It was I just like it feels like a fever dream that I've had, but I know
No,
real.
you're right.
Right,
No,
right, right?
Tia, you're right. Marcus, you're right. Oh, there is, guys. I put the challenge out to you. Go back and listen to every episode and find out for Tia, for the fans, what episode that was.
So message to Tia, what was it, Fofia?
Yeah.
Tia Fofia, we now have a new system where we take submissions. Join our Patreon and you too can submit things and we'll watch BoJack Horseman if it wins.
Honestly, and BoJack Horseman would win, so you should
It
definitely
would
do that,
win.
Tia.
There's a lot of people in the Patreon right now who love BoJack Horseman.
There's people in the chat right now.
The chat's going crazy for BoJack Horseman right now.
And guys, if you want to join the chat, that's twitch.tv/Nacho. This cast every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Marcus, you asked me a question. You said, have I tried anything
Yes,
new?
have you tried anything new?
Oh boy. Kind of. I mean, I moved. I don't know if people can tell, but my background is backwards and everything's rearranged because I'm in a new place. I have moved to Brooklyn, baby.
Woo! BK, funky.
Yeah, shout out
Kong.
one time to Brooklyn. Yo, Brooklyn's dope. You want to know why?
Why? Because it's
I
close
don't-
to your girlfriend?
Yeah, that's mostly the reason. It's a 22-minute walk. It has changed my life.
That's awesome. That's a huge
But
difference, man.
But
Living
honestly,
far
it already
is
just feels really
sucks.
cool. I live right between like Black Bed-Stuy and gentrified Bed-Stuy,
Mhm.
so I feel like right at home because I got
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hipsters to my left, I got people of color to my right, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm here.
I can
I'm
hang.
partying. This is
I'm
good.
in-
I can
I'm in
hang. This is
Brooklyn.
nice.
That's nice. Is
Yeah,
it a nice
honestly-
apartment? You like it?
Dude, oh my God. So for everybody out there, have happened to you what happened to me, have a realtor fuck up on you because this apartment was described to us, sold to us at a certain price. They fucked up after we signed the lease and it was $450 more than what we agreed a month.
Oh no.
And they were like, okay, I guess we're going to charge you what we agreed. So we are paying for 3 bedrooms and amazing space. No, we are paying for 2 bedrooms with amazing space, but we got 3 bedrooms with amazing space. So we have a room just for recording self-tapes and working out and stuff and all this extra space. And it's
Wow.
amazing. So
That's awesome.
envy of the ball is me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I haven't tried anything interesting new. Not like I feel like I should be talking about like, oh, I tried this.
No, that's
show.
good.
And-
That's good. That's 100%.
What
That's
have
all
I-
good.
What have I? I don't know. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So,
Oh,
are you
one more
ready?
thing though.
Oh,
No.
no,
One more
okay,
thing.
one
So,
more thing. Go ahead.
guys, if you know about my life, I have switched careers to teach chess lessons at Chess at 3. Guys, if you want chess lessons, go ahead and slide into those DMs at Not Try This Cast. I can give your kids some chess lessons. But one of the chess lessons I have is like near Hudson Yards, right on the water.
Uh-huh.
Like downtown under Houston, like on the water all the way on the west side. And the child's room has a window that's floor to ceiling and his room is like bigger than my apartment. It is a wild freaking place that I go to teach these children how to play chess. And I am floored by the choices I've made in life and how I will never have a home that big and that nice.
I am constantly overwhelmed by nice people's things. It's like I will never be able to afford to live like this, and it makes me feel
Uh-huh.
very sad and poor. It's
Well, you
that
should
poor
feel
kid thing. When you
kind of
grow up poor,
sad
it's
and poor.
like it's like a stink that you feel like you have on you that rich people will notice. Maybe it's just me, but I feel constantly self-conscious anytime I'm around rich people where I'm like,
Always.
you're gonna know that I was poor.
I just noticed in the chat it says hashtag congrats on the new place. Let's get that hashtag trending, guys. Hashtag congrats on the new place.
In the
Okay,
chat, they're saying
Marcus.
trying to live in Brooklyn is huge already. So you'd look at that new thing.
Marcus,
Yeah.
what the hell are we doing here today?
Nick, this week we are doing the Patreon sponsored challenge of watching Hunter Hunter.
It's not Hunter x Hunter?
It's not Hunter x Hunter. Unfortunately, when I was younger and I watched this for the first time with my brother, we used to say Hunter x Hunter like a couple of fucking idiots. And then we got corrected by a true weeb, and they were like, no, it's Hunter Hunter. And I said, fuck you, then what is the X for, bitch? They didn't have a response. So it's Hunter Hunter, but if you want to say the X, I'm not gonna fight you on it.
We got in the chat, Lexi, my girlfriend said, I called it that until Nick corrected me. The X makes no sense, just say. So you are not alone, Marcus.
Well,
you are not alone.
here's the explanation of the X. In Japan, cool. X is not in the alphabet, so it's just a cool thing that's there, and it doesn't like mean anything. It's just there. So sometimes they'll put it in things because this isn't the first anime to have a random X in it.
Yeah. Hunter times Hunter. Yes, it is.
Hunter
Marcus,
times Hunter.
As you're starting to talk about, it sounds like you know a lot about this show already.
Yes, I know. Normally, this is just something we're both trying. One of us is trying. Anything can happen. Sometimes, if we get a challenge from the fans on Patreon that we both have tried, we're gonna try it again and talk about it. You know, we're gonna do what comes to us.
I want that to happen. That'd be great.
So, Hunter x Hunter is a show that I've already watched, that I loved, and I have actually, before this is a challenge, recently rewatched just for fun. I wanted to show it to my girlfriend. I was like, I think this is an anime you would like, and I was correct. She ended up loving it.
Hell yeah. No, can you go through a little of the history of the show just quickly?
Hell
just
yes,
there's lots
I
of
can. Are you ready?
Because there's a lot of versions and shit, and like, so, I only kind of know.
A quick little version of it is that in 1998, the manga started being serialized and shown in Jump. The manga is created by Yoshihiro Togashi, who you may or may not know created Yu Yu Hakusho, which also is a fucking banger of an anime. Love that.
It's one of my favorites. I love Yu Yu Hakusho.
Incredible. But
did Yu Yu Hakusho come first?
Yes, Yu Yu Hakusho came first. So created Yu Yu Hakusho, created this. This had, I think it was a 90s or early 2000s. It had a 90s version of an anime. It was okay. It wasn't super well received, so it stopped. And then more recently, they had in like 2010, 11 to 14, something in that range, they had a new anime, and that's what we watched, the newest version of Hunter x Hunter.
And they finished the whole manga in this newest anime.
Well, they did not. The anime stopped because it it stopped because it basically caught up to the manga. The manga's still going on.
Oh, like right now the manga's going on?
The manga's still going on now, yeah.
Oh,
the manga
I didn't know that.
has not ended. The creator famously, I'll get into it a little bit. The creator famously is very stressed out. He gets sick a lot from the stress. And so he takes long breaks from the manga. So it's still going on, but it's on hiatus all the time.
Oh, wow. Do you read it?
I'm going to start reading it. After rewatching it last time, I was like, okay, I'm going to read it, but I haven't had the time, but this definitely made me want to I was like, I have to read it now. I have to get back into it.
That's
the creator
crazy.
of this is also married to the creator of Sailor Moon, which not a lot of people might know.
Talk about a power couple.
Hell yeah, power couple.
That's so strange because I feel like when Game of Thrones came out, and they were making a show about a book that it wasn't done yet. It felt like so different for the time, but they've been doing that shit in Japan forever.
100%.
Animes, mangas, issue 1 comes out, and it's like, oh, it's popular. Make an anime.
Yep.
And then it's like, after a week, they're caught up with what the manga is, so then they either make it up, very famously like Full Metal Alchemist did. They're like, I don't know, we'll make it up.
Yep.
It's completely different. Or they'll just have a million fillers like Bleach or
Mhm.
Naruto. It's crazy that they do this though.
Yeah, it's wild that they do it. Now I think what they're doing more, because we grew up in the filler era of anime, where they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's caught up. Let's fucking make random episodes that don't make any sense."
Now there's an arc about robot Naruto.
Yep. So now what they do is they just take a break. So an anime might disappear for like 3 years and then
Yeah.
come back later once
Yeah,
more manga has
Haikyuu
come
and
out.
My Hero Academia both do that.
Yeah,
You know, and those are pretty famous animes coming out right now.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so strange. So the premise of the show, as far as I can tell, from the little that I know, which is just this first season, guys, we watched the first season, 26 episode, because Marcus is a madman and a cruel podcast
I'm
co-host.
sorry. It's not
The
me.
only-
It was the fans.
It was the
gave it to
fans.
you.
It was the fans. It was the fans. But so you got this little boy named Gon. He's hyperactive and super nice, and he wants to be a hunter because his dad is a beatnik, not a beatnik, a deadbeat. Beatnik is like a guy who likes folk music in the 60s. I don't.
So the premise is I want to explain it real fast because it is very funny that
better
you
than
mentioned
me?
this. No. Just what you're saying is very funny. I don't want to like really
yeah.
just drive it home for the people listening.
Yeah.
This guy's dad abandons him to become a
Straight up
hunter.
abandons him.
Straight up abandons him, and he goes, "I want to also become a hunter, not to find my to find my dad, but to see why it's so good that he would leave his family for the job of being a hunter."
Mhm.
There was an explanation on Twitter that was like, the premise of this is basically a kid goes to find out why his dad left why cigarettes are so good and why his dad left for him for cigarettes in the first place or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh
yeah,
my God,
he's
that's
trying to
nuts.
find out what could possibly be so good about hunting that his father would just abandon him and leave.
I want to. We're only going to talk about the first season of this, and I'm sure Marcus will sprinkle in little like affectations of
Mhm.
what happens later. But I just have a question, Marcus.
Yeah.
In the 4 seasons of this anime, have we met Gin? Have we met Gon's father?
Yes, we have.
Okay, great. Well,
Yes.
because you know why I'm asking? Because some animes do this shit where it's like
No.
a fucking
Yeah,
premise,
yeah.
and it's like 300 episodes. It's like it still hasn't happened. It's still
Yeah,
not. Like
you mean-
you didn't find out Naruto who Naruto's dad was
Until
which was like
way later.
all of Naruto, 100 episodes into Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's wild.
He
how
shows
often
up
They hold this stuff.
At the end of he's kind of a little bit in the Greed Island arc, like flashbacks of him, and then at the end there's a whole arc where he's just in it. He's in the arc. He's doing shit.
Got it. Okay. That's all I want to hear. That's
Mhm.
all I want to hear. So the show starts, and you meet Gon, who's on Whistle Muscle Island. What the fuck is it called?
It's like Whale Island or something. I
Wing
forgot.
Whale Watson.
He's on an island in the middle of nowhere.
It's not important, but now I want to know because.
Oh my god! I can't even. It's
Whale-
not even on the first thing of the Wikipedia.
No, the chat is telling us we suck. It's Whale Island.
I said Whale Island.
Yeah,
See,
but you weren't
Whale
confident
Island
about it,
is
so
right.
you lose.
I said
but you
Whale
weren't confident.
Island.
No,
I
you weren't
said
confident.
Whale Island. Oh my god!
And then you said, "I don't know. Let me look it up." You got to be confident, or else you lose.
I
buddy.
said Whale Island.
And you just meet this kid, and he's like fishing and like hanging out, and then he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna go be a hunter now," and he leaves, and then you meet
Uh-huh.
the other 2 people, the 2 main guys, Leorio and Kurapika.
Leorio and Kurapika. Yep,
Kurapika.
Kurapika.
It's Kurapika.
You can say it like that.
You mean like how they do in the show?
Kurapika.
That's not, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Kurapika. Did you watch it in
Okay.
English or Japanese?
The dub. I watched the dub.
That's probably why.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you watch the sub? So you had to figure out how to pronounce it yourself?
No, it said they say it in Japanese.
Were you one of those? Were you one of those
Kurapika.
kids who, for years, was calling Hermione Hermione because you like
Hermione?
Hermione.
That's how you say
Hermione?
it. Hermione.
So you meet these cast of characters, and basically this whole fucking first season, man. Like when you said, Nick, what you gotta watch is the exam arc, and I was like, oh, okay. They go through. I didn't know. Like this is wild. This is wild because I have watched a lot of anime
Yes, you
with
have.
tournaments and trials and tasks to be completed. I've never watched an anime where that's the whole thing.
The whole
There's
thing.
nothing else there except the exam.
Well, that's only the first season of it.
There's 26 episodes. The Chunin exam of Naruto is one of the best arcs.
How long did that last?
But there's like 20 episodes, but there's stuff before and after. But there's stuff before to like get it. I don't know.
Okay, other exams have lasted this long in other shows.
I know, but like it was not the begin, like not as the introduction of the character. It was wild. It was so different.
It is different. It is different in that way. I liked it because I thought it kind of like got the anime tropes not out of the way, but it was like, you're in a tournament arc. We're just gonna start you in a fucking tournament arc. That's how it begins, and then we go from there.
Tournament. Here we go. Yeah,
and it's interesting.
It was really interesting watching this anime because I knew it was a remake, and I knew it came out in the 90s, and I knew the manga and the anime came out in the 90s. So I have a hard time with animes and timelines because in my head DBZ was coming out in 2000, but it was done in 1996.
Exactly.
So like my time frame for like animes and stuff is always like but watching this, I saw lots of stuff that was like, I've seen this before. I've seen this is like a thing. It never felt like old hat or tired, but it felt so quintessentially anime. Like you were saying, like there's the exam arc, there's the tournament arc, here's all these things, here's our character, our aloof main character, our anti-hero best friend, our evil villain we're chasing after and trying to get to in terms of level.
Here's the fun thing, because so Yashihiro Tagashi, he has been in business for years before he created Hunter x Hunter, right? He did a super quintessential by the books shonen anime in Yu Yu Hakusho.
One of the best.
And so he got burnt out. He got frustrated with the industry. He like started to hate himself and hate his work, and so he quit. He stopped Yu Yu Hakusho and never finished.
Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho never finished the manga?
Yu Yu Hakusho never finished.
Oh, what's the ending in the anime? Just like
just like a make 'em up,
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the anime also does feel unfinished too. If you watch the last couple episodes.
I mean, to be fair, the last season of Yu Yu Hakusho is a tournament. Another tournament to see who's the ruler of hell. And then like a random guy does, and then Yusuke comes back and he's like, all right, that's it, it's over. I'm here to just live now.
So in creating this, I feel like he put a lot of his personality into the characters, his worries, his fears, his doubts, and he also wanted to subvert anime tropes in this thing. So this is a shonen, but it's also a subversion of a shonen. I want to say that now, because in the first season, I think he spends the whole thing setting up the shonen tropes and then spends the rest of the show subverting them.
Oh, super interesting, because I was about to argue with you. I was like, I could see maybe that this is like a subversion, but most of it's pretty like, this is like quintessential shonen. But I understand what you're saying.
So the whole first season is just like, hey, it's a shonen. They're like, you're going to get the boy, you're going to get the anti-hero best friend, you're going to get this, you're going to get that. And then by the end of it, the characters are like completely different, turn on their head. They've all grown or changed in ways that are you can never come back from.
Yeah, super interesting. Wow. So just to introduce ourselves to the main cast of characters here, you got Gon, who's this young kid. He's like 13 or something. He jumps high, he smells good, and he's got a lot of spunk. That's like it. That's all he's got, and a fishing pole. which to be fair already is almost a subversion for some shonens, because some shonens like Naruto has the tailed beast, and Goku is the strongest, right? Yusuke has all this untapped potential, right? Bleach, you find out he's like the fucking son of God and bullshit. Most animes have that. This kid, like as of now, he literally sucks.
And no spoil. I mean, this is not a spoiler, but that's exactly right. Like I'm glad I said this early in the episode, but like I do want to continue viewing things through the lens of it being a subversion, because you're right. He doesn't have this destiny that most anime protagonists have, right? Like he is not the most powerful, and throughout the whole thing, he is never revealed to be the most powerful. He's not the strongest. He's not the best. He's not even the most determined sometimes. You know what I mean? But he's just our
I don't
protagonist.
know. This first season, he 100%
Yeah,
is the
that's
most
true.
determined.
Yeah,
That's like his character.
Yeah,
Who's the most determined? God.
yeah.
Fucking wild. We'll talk about like to a fault.
But that's what I was gonna say. So that's another thing too about the anime and the subversion of the anime trope is that like you have the protagonists in most anime who are just like, I'm here to do the thing. I'm gonna go do the thing. Oh no, I got beat up, but I did the thing. And a lot of times Gon fails to do the thing or gets crazy injured attempting to do the thing, and it has repercussions for later. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting because the way this first season ends is I haven't finished yet, right? Like it's not most arcs are like the Chunin exam ends and Naruto saves the town, you know, and that's not what this one does. So then we also got Kurapika or Kurapika if you're Marcus.
Kurapika.
And he's this younger blonde kid who's part of this clan of people who are warriors, but they all got killed by some spider people, and he's out for revenge.
Inspiration for Sasuke.
I was gonna say, like Sasuke. Is this the prototype of Sasuke?
I imagine it's hard to have seen this and not be inspired in some way to have created Sasuke. You know what I mean?
Guys, if you haven't seen in Naruto, there's a character who his whole family dies and he has red eyes and he's seeking vengeance.
100%. Yeah.
But no spiders involved.
No spiders involved.
But also, oh my God, this first, okay, so here it is.
Okay, go ahead.
So in this first season of this anime, I'm used to slow burns, right?
Sure, yeah.
Like in Naruto, Rock Lee's whole thing, like in episode 30 is set up in episode 10. Like I'm used to this.
Yeah.
But like there's so many things about these characters that are so like not said that I know are there because I've watched animes, right?
Yeah.
Like I know Kurapika, the fact that he has 2 wooden swords on a string. I know that that's some like the fact that he has women. Are they part of his clan? Are he's going to use the string a certain way?
Yeah.
They keep teasing how his red bloodlust eyes are like a thing, but they never show anything. And then you also get to like Gon, how he's like really determined and like has all this potential, but you never see anything. You got Leorio.
I love Leorio. You better not say anything bad about my boy Leorio.
Listen, my boy Leorio pulls out a knife 27 times in these episodes and not once swings it.
Cause
not once
it's
fights.
all about the attitude. He has the bark, but not the bite. He is a good guy at heart.
Leorio's great. He's a pre-med student, teenager that looks like an old man. He looks like he's like 30, but he's supposed to be like 16, I think.
Yeah.
And he only cares about money, but you find out that that's because he grew up poor and his village was destroyed or some shit. And he's like the cleric. He like can heal stuff. Yeah. He always carries around his bag that has like, fucking medical supplies. But man, he again, that untapped thing happens so much in this first season. I'm not used to this slow burn anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's what I did in my childhood.
Yeah.
But like you were saying now, My Hero and other shows like this, they're a little more like quicker to the punch because they know my attention span. Yeah. But
I feel like the thing about this show is the arc is entertaining, but it is a slow burn, like you said. It's not until way later that they even start talking about powers, right? Like now you can see a little bit of it. Like some people are just more powerful than other people, but they're not saying why. And then later on, they introduce the concept of Nen, which though is the coolest. Is that the thing power where like
they're like aura show? Like are they teasing with like when they show their auras and people like energy may almost make people stop in their tracks? And does it have to do with that stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. So they're showing it now, but later on you get like the full explanation of it. And it's honestly like it takes a long time to explain it, and I hate it, but it is really fucking cool. And I think that this power set works for world building in a way that like other anime doesn't really feel fleshed out,
Well, compare it to something like Full Metal Alchemist, where their magic rules and there is completely like set up, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are rules and it establishes those rules. This first season, this anime does literally the opposite. Where like I don't know anything about anything.
Yeah.
But you're saying it pays off?
But it pays off. I feel like you get an explanation. The rules, at least, I think are so fucking cool that I would want to run a D&D game in Hunter x Hunter because they're so vast and so crazy, but they're all so set and well established that it feels like building a character in D&D where you're like, okay, I can make anything really, but there are there are set rules that keep me from being just too OP, you know?
I will say they call it soft magic and hard magic, right? That's what you call it when you're writing. So Full Metal Alchemist is hard magic because you know all the rules, you know, and something like Lord of the Rings is soft magic because you're like, you can kind of do a spell and it does a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And this felt very soft magic, but it's turning hard magic.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
say that was one of my complaints about the show, but you're saying it pays off, so I guess I'll wait.
Mhm.
But you also bring up something that I just don't get about this show.
Okay.
Something you and I have commiserated about on anime so often about something that we hate is power creep, and like the power levels in this show make no goddamn sense. Sometimes people are so powerful, it literally makes no sense.
Okay, so
and
give
then somebody
me
that's so okay. So
give me an example
Gon
because I need to know.
So like Gon is weak as shit, right? Like if you put him next to
yes, Gon is
like,
weak as shit, 100%.
Fucking magician guy or ninja guy. Gon is weak as shit.
Hisoka is magician guy.
Yeah. But then he can fucking jump around with these fucking demons earlier in the fucking thing, and they're like, no one's ever been able to spot us and catch up to us before, and Gon fucking did it. So I'm like, oh, so Gon is strong. And then Gon is like makes the old man use his arm. So it's like, oh, okay, so he has some potential.
Yeah.
But then you also got his best friend, Killer Boy. I forget his name.
Killua. Yeah.
Killua, who was like, I'm just so like, I don't understand. And then at one point, Leorio hasn't done shit, right? Leorio hasn't done shit this whole fucking thing.
Other than being a fucking cool guy who's super awesome, and I
love Leorio. I love Leorio. He's fucking an amazing character.
Okay, he hasn't done shit,
but he hasn't done shit. And then during the tournament, they were literally describing how he was just as powerful as that old man he was about to fight. How they were like equal. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't understand the power levels in this show at all. So go ahead. Sorry.
So it's the Nen thing. It's the Nen thing later that comes through and explains how the powers work. So there are different classes of person that you can be. And right now, everyone other than Hisoka and like one other person knows what Nen is. Everyone else doesn't. So technically, from that standpoint of being a Nen novice, Leorio and the old guy are like the same kind of level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Killua has like knowledge of Nen through his assassin skills, but doesn't fully understand and has never been taught what Nen is.
Who's Killua?
Killua is the best friend who is from a family of assassins. He has white hair and later gets electricity powers, and his name sounds like Kilowatt. So there you go.
Oh, nice. His introduction was crazy because he was like, hey, Gon, what's your story? Oh, I came from Whale Island trying to find my dad. What about you? He's like, oh, nothing. Just stabbed my mom. Came here. This seemed like fun.
100%. I love Killua so much.
What? And then you find out at the end of the season that's like 100% true. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't like a fabrication or an exaggeration. He literally stabbed his mom.
The whole anime is just, I mean, it's not just this, but it is what I am there for. I am there for these boys and their friendship. Gon and Killua have an amazing dynamic. I love watching them play off of each other. Gon is this lighthearted idiot who runs into danger head first, and Killua is this like super careful assassin boy with like trauma and anxiety who is way too careful in every situation and ends up hurting him.
Yeah, I mean, Killua's wild, and then the only other like super important character I feel like, I could be wrong later, obviously, that we meet is Hisoka. Hisoka? Hisoka. What?
Hisoka.
You're making a noise with your mouth that's very Japanese that I can't make. Hisoka?
Hisoka. Yeah.
What? Your head literally has to do this when you say
Hisoka.
Hisoka. When we were watching this, I don't know a lot about Hunter x Hunter except like random memes, and I know him from like pictures that he's like people's favorite and shit. And when I said that to Lexi, I was like, oh yeah, he's people. She's like, really? This random guy? And I was like, yeah, people have like his tattoos and shit all over the place. And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah. And I think we saw it by the end that he's like, obviously has a lot going on. But what an interesting foil, because you don't find out anything about him.
Hisoka? Yeah, you find out nothing about him. It's really interesting because he's super horny all the time, which is weird and gross, but I do like him.
Is that what he is?
He's horny. He's horny for battle. All the time. He's like, oh, God. Oh, I can't wait till you're fully fully grown and ripe so I could pick your fruit. Every time he says shit like that, it's creepy.
You just made me very uncomfortable. I don't know. We should strike that from the podcast. I'm probably gonna edit that out. That is not. Oof, that made me uncomfy.
Yep. Uncomfy.
Uncomfy.
Yeah, so that's exactly what happens. I like Hisoka a lot. He ends up being very important. Oh yeah, he hasn't shown you his bungee gum yet. Oh my god.
I don't know what
I
bungee gum is,
love
though.
it. He has a power. So later on, everyone has powers, right? And then in a lot of anime, you name your powers. Hisoka's is bungee gum. And he says it like that every single fucking time. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And he says his name. He says the name of his move more than anyone else in the anime.
I love a good every time that someone in Bleach says bunkai and their fucking sword changes, I orgasm every time.
But not everyone else is doing it. He's the only one who's like bungee gum. And you're like, shut the fuck up, dude. Don't just like I punch. I punch hard. I punch good. That's my power. Punch. Some people have names and stuff, but yeah, it's weird.
I appreciate it. So here we are in this show. The show starts off. You introduced to Leorio, Kurapika, and Gon, and they're on this ship. This show does this very, very prototypical anime thing where it's like, the lesson was here all along. It was never the lesson. I was in charge. But honestly, it did it so well that I didn't mind. So the captain was like, yeah, this is the lesson. You did it. Good job.
This was the part one of the exam. Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, one of my favorite sequences from that was so Kurapika and Leorio were about to fight for stupid reasons. Basically, they were both just prideful. And Leorio was like, that's Mr. Leorio to you. And that was the whole reason they were about to fight. And Leorio pulls out his knife.
Yeah.
Fucking little baby knife, about to do nothing with it. And then there's a shipwreck, or no, there's just a tidal wave or something, and a crewmate starts to leave. And they both are good people, so they instinctively go. But the anime does this really great shot where they reach, and then it shows their other hand grab the dock to try to reach, and then it shows that they're not far enough. They can't reach. And then at the same time, Gon is flying through the air, and he doesn't grab the ship for safety, grabs just the guy, and thank goodness Leorio and Kurapika just happened to be there and grab Gon to bring him all the way up. But like in that moment, I will say that that's the first moment that I liked the show. Up until then, I was like, I don't know what's happening. This is dumb. This is just fucking kid.
Yeah.
But then when that happened, that showed me that the author of the manga and the people that made this understood what makes anime. And it's those moments, right? It's those moments of like, perfect storytelling, because in that moment you knew who Gon was, you knew who Leorio and Kurapika was, you understood their motivations, their determinations,
100%,
everything about them. Right?
Yeah. It's one of those things that like you said, in order to, we've said this before with other things that are subversions, right? In order to subvert something accurately, you need to understand and have an appreciation of the medium, of the form, of the genre. And so I feel like with his adventures in Yu Yu Hakusho, he learned so much and was able to apply everything he learned about tropes, everything he learned about storytelling and great anime moments to this show. And I think that this anime is filled with like really, really great just anime moments, and they're not as epic or as grand as like fucking Naruto turning into a nine-tailed beast thing and kicking everyone's ass or whatever, right?
Sure.
Like they're never to that scale, but they feel just as heavy and important as those big moments.
When an anime does its job, it makes you feel those moments without all the literally, I was talking during the show with Lexi, and one of those moments happened towards the end where it was, oh God, what was happening? It was somebody was dying, or I don't know. It was when they went to save Killua, and I was like saying something, and she was like, "Shut up, I'm watching." And it was like, but it was the way that you respond when you're watching an intense anime moment.
Yeah.
And I was taking it for granted. Right? Because I was like, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna save her, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What's going? Oh, shut up!" I was like, "Oh, right, yeah." It show's doing its job.
It does its job. What did you think of the not the exam arc, because the whole first season is the exam arc, but I guess the different exam parts. Do you have like a favorite part?
Yeah. I think obviously I feel like we'll talk about the exam and the capturing of the numbers a little more in depth because they were so long. I think I really loved the tower, descending the tower, because it had that great little mini tournament with those prisoners. And honestly, it reminded me a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho. In Yu Yu Hakusho, there's that great arc where there's these 3 humans that like have demon powers, and Yusuke and the guys have to go fight them, and they all have like a unique different power. So it reminded me a lot of that.
Yeah.
In the best way possible. So like, Gon tricking his opponent by blowing out his candle.
Oh God, I love that.
Leorio failing his gambling. We all thought like, this is Leorio's moment.
Yeah,
Here it
100%.
is. Here it is.
We're all like,
And he failed 'cause
Leorio,
he
you
wanted
got
it.
this. Nope.
And he failed because he wanted to touch your boobies.
God, it's so stupid.
But like that, I think that was my favorite one. I mean, I honestly, I could have taken or leave the cooking part. I could have taken or leave the egg part. I could have taken or leave the walk part.
I think the second part of I think maybe it was the second part, but
The
after the
fog
run
part.
thing, and when they were like, cool, we're gonna do this cooking segment and try to find this egg. I didn't need that.
Yeah,
that could have been easily removed. Even on the rewatch, we were like, "This is dumb. This should just not be here."
Yeah, especially with how intense the tower, the hunting, and the tournament are, which are the next 3 parts.
Yeah. Well, Nick.
Please.
I was gonna say, well, Nick, we're gonna have our own tournament arc here on the podcast. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, let's go.
Now try this trivia. Now try this trivia. Now trivia, now trivia, now trivia this.
And we're back. Okay, Nick, we have a game here.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure. I was literally about to go on to a tangent about talking about all my favorite tournaments from other animes, but I guess I'll save that for later.
Save it for later. Sorry, I wanted to do this. Okay, Nick,
no, you had a good segue.
Game time. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. No. What's the game?
I don't know.
I'm not ready.
X Games. This game is called X Games X Games. X Games is in 1, and then an X, and then games.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Genius title. Did Darren make this game?
Darren made this game.
Genius.
Wait, what did it say?
No, it is not. X Games. Oh, is it Games?
Games? Maybe it's called Games.
I didn't name it that.
It says, Exams X Games. There was I swear there was a G there.
Oh.
Exams X Games. That's what it's called.
I think it's Exams Games.
I like X Games X Games.
I like X Games X Games. I was really giving Darren a lot of credit there.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, round 1. Hunters must be quick, decisive thinkers, and in order to defeat the monsters and criminals they come up against every day, they have to assess a situation and come up with a solution as quickly as possible.
Oh, cool.
They have to not only have complete conviction in their own response, but be able to predict the response of their opponent as well. This kind of critical thinking is something absolutely integral to being a hunter.
Are we trying to be hunters?
You and I are I think we're competing for Hunter
to be hunters? Hell yeah, we're gonna be hunters.
Yeah, we're gonna be hunters at the end of it. Okay.
I'm gonna meet my dad.
And I'm gonna go become a hunter and make my assassin family proud. Hate me? What is he trying to do?
Oh, am I gone in your Killua?
Yeah.
Cute.
Ready? Play rock, paper,
he wants
scissors.
to make friends. He wants to make friends.
Play rock, paper, scissors. Winner after 1 round gets 1 point. You must keep your hands in front of the camera at all times and play another if there's a draw. Okay, so the first round, we're playing rock, paper, scissors. You ready?
Okay.
Can you see my hands?
Yeah.
Rock,
paper.
Wait, okay, you're gonna do it. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I got rock. You got rock.
So do I.
Okay, you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I got paper.
Okay.
You got rock.
You got a point. Now what happens?
Now I got a point. Okay, now we move on. We got to keep track of our points. I have 1 point.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought there was going to be...
You got to keep track of your point. You got to keep track of your point.
I was doing a strategy. Hold on. I was doing a strategy because I thought there were multiple rounds of the rock, paper, scissors.
You got
this
it.
Is bullshit.
You got it.
Who
I
does
got a point.
one round? No.
I'm doing a point.
Darren,
Nick,
I'm calling you out. Who
wait
the fuck
for the game.
does one
wait
round
for the
of
rest
rock,
of
paper,
it.
scissors?
Write down the 1 point.
Marcus, 1 point. I'm upset.
Okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Darren says she's keeping track of points.
Yeah, Darren. Whatever. Okay. Set me up for failure.
Sometimes a battle with an opponent can be so intense that you can lose sight of what you're trying to accomplish or what the reality situation is. Professional hunters must be constantly aware of their standing in the world and able to make choices based on their understanding. Face away from your monitor and play rock, paper, scissors, holding your hand above your head. Put your weapon of choice away, turn back to the screen, then tell your opponent whether you won or lost. You will get 1 point if you answer correctly. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to turn around. We're gonna do rock, paper, scissors, and then
Wait, can
we
the
have
camera
to,
see me?
and then we have to turn around again, come back, and guess whether we won or lost.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm showing the camera my
Okay,
thing.
turn around.
Right? I'm showing the camera my can, right?
Yeah. Show the
Okay,
camera your hand.
okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm turning around too. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Right,
Okay.
now I hide it, right?
No. Well, yeah, you can. I mean, the camera saw it, so we can just go back.
Yeah. So I hide it.
Okay. Chat, did you see my hands? Did you see our hands? Yeah, I
Okay.
need a confirmation from the chat. Did you see your hands? Yes. Okay, great.
This feels like a Butler.
Okay.
The Butler game.
Did
feels
we?
like a scam.
Did we? Okay.
Oh, they know who won. They know
Okay.
who won.
Good. They know who won. I'm gonna say that I won.
Cool. I'm gonna say I lost.
Okay.
So now do we reveal what we had?
So now we reveal what we had, and you
Okay.
get a point if we answered correctly.
All right, on 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
3. Paper.
Rock!
Hey,
We both get a point!
both get a point. Nice.
I really hope these aren't all rock, paper, scissors because I'm going to lose every time.
I think they might all be rock, paper, scissors because it's based on the rock, paper, scissors part of Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, I'm going to lose.
That was my favorite part of Hunter x Hunter was Gon goes in and explains how rock, paper, scissors works in the most anime fashion ever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's the greatest game ever to exist because you never know what your opponent's gonna. It's like everyone knows how rock, paper, scissors works. Dude.
Well, no. Get off me for my strategy. Stop calling me out. So no, it wasn't Gon that said that, right? Gon was like, somebody else explained it.
Oh,
It was Kawabako was explaining it.
You're right.
And it went over Gon's head.
You're right. He was like,
what?
He doesn't understand. It's so funny. It comes
Okay,
back.
what's the-
Rock, paper, scissors comes back later again in the anime.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Honestly, that's amazing. As it should. As it should.
Okay, round 3. One of the most important responsibilities of a hunter is to protect the people who cannot protect themselves. Becoming
Ooh.
a champion of the people requires charisma as well as strength.
Yes.
Convince the chat to root for you as their champion. The most votes in the chat will count as one victory in a best of 2 of 3 battles.
Why is this one best 2 out of 3?
The winner of 3 gets 1 point. Guys,
So-
okay, you make your pitch and then I'll make my pitch.
Fuck you, you go first.
Why do I have to go first?
Because your girlfriend made the game. I'm at a disadvantage.
What do you mean? Okay, hold on. Okay.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
go first. I'll go first.
You sure you want to go
I'll
first?
go first.
Okay.
I'll go first this time. You go first the next time.
Okay,
Guys,
that sounds good.
listen. We all know. We all have a feeling that more rock, paper, scissors, shoe is coming up in this game, right? We all feel that way. And unfortunately, we all know I'm only picking rock. So I need the win here. Please vote for me. That's my pitch.
Okay, here's my pitch. Guys, you want to be on the side of a winner, and that winner doesn't always pick rock. That winner
gross.
always picks paper, guys. Join Paper Gang and let me know you're on my side. Okay, guys, can we start a vote
Okay,
in the chat
Do the.
or no? How do you start a vote?
I feel like the moderator can.
Okay, we have 1 vote for Nick.
Mm.
We are looking at the chat. We are watching it. We are looking.
While
guys.
we're waiting for these votes to come in for this first round, Marcus.
Fuck
I have
you!
no
Why are they
banter.
all voting for you? This is bullshit. Has someone said hashtag rock solid? No, this is dumb. Come on, chat. What the fuck, guys? Oh, okay. That looks like it's overwhelmingly Nick's round.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a hashtag rocks out, cocks out. That's right, Fatty. That's right.
Oh
my goodness.
man.
So
What a turn of events.
here's the thing though. I cooked myself because I got these votes because I was like, I'm a simp and please vote for me because I'm gonna lose. So that worked. So I got one of the but this is best 2 out of 3. Marcus,
Best 2
you
out
go
of 3.
first for this next
Okay,
round.
I'll go first for the next one. Guys, you all gave Nick a point. Sure, rocks out, cocks out, rock solid. Hashtag, yeah, these are trending now. But what about later? You know what's always been around? Not rocks. Rocks get destroyed. Rocks deteriorate. You know what's around forever? The options. The option to do whatever you want. The
Did
freedom
you mess up because you
of
realized
choice.
rocks are forever? Rocks
No, I
are
knew I was gonna make a joke, but I was like, you know what? This is better. I pivoted from my argument. Guys, freedom is forever. Okay, join the freedom gang, the freedom of choice, the freedom of getting to pick your destiny. Okay, this is America, guys. You can pick anything you want. You don't have to stick with rock.
Marcus,
That's
I
my
used to think
pitch.
you could be a cult leader, but you're making me think differently. Guys, here's me. Hear me out. Okay. If you vote for Marcus, then we go to another round. That's fun. That's a good time. But do you know how much I freak out on this show? You do. I freak out a lot. But how much is Marcus gonna fucking freak out if you fucking vote for me a second time? You're gonna see a man as a puddle of once what he was, and I want to see that. I know you want to see that. So don't vote for me in the second round. Vote against Marcus because I want to see him shit his pants.
Just a disclaimer, I am wearing Depends today, so I won't be shitting my pants. I'll be shitting my adult diapers.
Guys, that's the end of our pitch. Go ahead and vote for me or Marcus in this second round of here. Marcus, as we're waiting for these votes to come in, I just want to say that you look really nice today, man.
Thank you.
That's
I
all.
appreciate it. I just came from work. You look great too. Oh, you got a great speech.
It's literally talking is the only thing I'm good at, so thanks. Trying to make a living out of it. So
you know what? I'm gonna go with Nick. I'm saying everyone's voting Nick. I guess I don't look nice today. I got one Marcus. Woo,
you got
one for me.
But you do look really nice.
One for me,
you do
guys.
look really nice.
I'll show you my ass on my on our private Patreon message if you
guys. Games like this, we do them every week. You got to check us out on twitch.tv/NowTryThisCast to become part of it. We're having a good time. I mean, sorry, some of us are having a good time. Marcus just lost.
I lost. Okay, we're going on to round 4.
But I promised them a meltdown. You need to melt down for me.
Okay,
or else I'm a liar.
Round 4, I lost. Rest in peace.
No, Examiner, get out of here. You can't.
Hey,
Examiner
thanks for the donation. They voted with their money. And I'm going to say that counts as a bonus vote.
Damn. I got voted on with cash.
Wow.
Cash money.
I feel ashamed. I feel the burn. Someone paid money for a vote, and it was against me.
Marcus,
okay.
All it means is when you start a cult, you just need to make me your first mate so I can talk everybody into it. That's all it really means.
Okay, are you ready?
You're still in charge, buddy. You're still in charge of the cult.
Hunters have to be creative and able to approach a problem from a number of different angles. Sometimes in order to solve a problem, you have to change your perspective.
Okay.
Play rock, paper, scissors. Winner after 1 round loses 1 point. Wow, this is good. Big brain strats. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Nice.
Ah, I won one. Yeah, guys. I won a rock, paper, scissors.
You won.
Guys, I won rock, paper, scissors.
You won, but you lost.
I lost a point, but I won rock, paper, scissors. What's the important thing here?
You did.
Guy, honestly, what I just did sounds a lot like Gone. Sounds like exactly what he would say and how he would say
You're pulling those Gone strats.
Hell yeah.
Okay, round 5. A hunter must be resourceful and able to use their surroundings in order to best their opponent. I like this flavor text, Darren. Good job.
Yeah, that's great. Darren, one of the best games ever.
Must be able to surroundings in order to best their opponent while also predicting how their opponent will use their own surroundings.
Okay.
You have 1 minute to find in your home the biggest rock, piece of paper, or pair of scissors. Reveal it to your opponent. Winner after 1 round gets 1 point. If there is a draw, the object that is physically bigger wins.
Fuck.
Okay, hold on. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
5, 4, 3,
I'm gonna hit.
2,
Hold on.
1.
I was gonna say. I'm gonna hit the. I'm gonna hit the BR back. The BRB. Should I hit the BRB and then we come back as a reveal? No. Okay. We'll leave.
No,
it.
that's fine.
We'll leave it, guys.
Okay. 1 minute.
Entertain each other in the chat. Bye. What's
okay,
go?
Oh, Nick is back. He is the first one back.
How much? How much time has passed?
You got 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds left. Are you?
How much time has passed?
You got 5 seconds left. Just to read the chat here, Darren is too good at everything. I agree. Find that rock. I'm gonna disappoint you all. I do it for the fans. Dash, yep. Set a timer. We didn't set a timer, but here I'm timing them. I just can only enforce some. Insert Jeopardy music. Do. R.I.P. Alex.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal?
I love Marcus's stupid little giggle. Oh, I missed it. All right.
Are you ready for the reveal?
Yeah, you can go first. Yeah.
Okay, Nick.
Since you already kind of showed it.
I am in an office, and all I have near me are papers.
Sure.
So I did the best I could, and I made the biggest paper I could make. I taped all of these papers together. Look how big that paper is.
Oh wow.
Look how big. Look how big.
That's about
Look how big.
1,
Look
2,
at this.
3,
Look at
4.
this.
Nice.
Look at this.
Nice.
It's almost me size.
That's pretty great, Marcus.
What'd you get?
I have failed you guys. I did not. I don't have a rock. I don't have a rock. But I do have paper. And here is my piece of paper.
Is it just a roll? I worked so hard on this fucking paper. I worked so hard on this to get this together.
Yeah, you did. And I still beat you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You're just mad you didn't think of it.
I didn't have it.
Man.
I had toilet paper, which would still be smaller.
This is true, yeah.
God damn it.
Honestly,
Good
I would have.
move.
Is that CVS receipt? No, I wish.
Good
Oh
move, good
gosh,
move.
I wish I had a rock though. That would have been. I'm so upset I didn't have a rock. I don't. I
I'm
just
mad.
don't.
I'm mad. Nick, you win this
I'm
round.
sorry.
Good job.
Well, it's 2-2, buddy. It's 2-2.
Applause in the chat, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Piggy's up in the chat. If you're a subscriber on the Twitch, you got a tea time emo. I want to see them.
Oh yeah, guys, you can subscribe to our Twitch channel if you're in the chat hanging out and you haven't subscribed or need to resubscribe. Now's the time. Okay,
And you get those sweet ass emotes.
next round. What the fuck is this? Okay,
There's a
you are
ghost,
walking
yeah.
and you see 3 people in mortal peril. Your mother, your lover, and your podcast co-host. But you can only save one.
Mom.
To save your mother from drowning,
Lexi.
you must use a boulder to anchor her in the rushing tide of the river she was pushed in. To save your lover from being dramatically turned over by a train, use scissors to cut her free from the road tracks she was tied to. To save
Whoa.
your podcast co-host from mental distress, use paper to communicate emotionally and support him as a friend through feelings of intense anxiety and fear. Winner after 1 round gets 1 point and a bonus point if you win using scissors and successfully save your girlfriend.
Wait, is that count for both of us, or is that a bonus point only available to you?
I think it's a bonus point for both of us. We both have girlfriends.
Oh no. I'm at such a crossroads because I would
Okay.
like to save my mother because it's a rock, but I get a bonus point if I save my girlfriend. And we get to have sex if I save her.
That's true.
I can't have sex with you.
I mean, you can. For the purposes of this,
See, now I got 3 really clear options.
you can't have sex with your mom, so she's out.
Oh, only whoever wins with scissors.
Okay, yeah. Whoever wins
Oh.
with scissors gets a bonus. point.
Oh, okay. Then clearly I know what I'm gonna pick. Great. Clearly I know what I'm gonna pick. Okay. What do we? I'm
Okay.
gonna draw a picture. I'm gonna draw a picture.
You gonna draw a picture of it on my tiny paper? I will draw a picture as well. If I can find a pen. There you go. Pen. Woo! Pen gang. Let's go.
Okay, I have my picture.
Ah, man.
You ready?
I know. I'm gonna answer. You know what? I'm gonna answer honestly, I guess. I'm gonna answer strategically. Fuck that. Strategically. Here.
I mean, we
Are
know
you
what
ready?
I'm doing. So yeah, 3,
Okay,
2,
you ready?
1.
1, 2.
Yeah.
I pick rock.
Damn it!
Yeah. I'm sorry. I saved my mother. She birthed me.
You have no more to say after that because you know how bullshit that is.
100%.
Oh
I felt like
God.
you were gonna pick scissors, so I picked
I did.
rock.
I did. My girlfriend's watching. I'm smarter than you.
That's fair. My girlfriend knows how much I love her, and she doesn't need the extra validation.
She's literally saying in the chat right now that you're wrong.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I love you. No.
Oh wow. Well, Marcus,
Oh,
thank God you
man.
have a spare bed in your house
Oh God damn it!
because you were sleeping on that tonight. But you didn't get
Okay.
a point. It's 3-2.
I got a point. Okay, round
Yeah, but
7.
at what cost? At what cost?
At the cost of my relationship.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Apparently. Okay. Sometimes luck is the only thing you need in order to continue in your efforts. Pick a number between 1 and 20, and the examiner will randomly assign you a weapon that you must compete with. Winner after 1 round gets 2 points.
Hell yeah.
I'm picking...
So I give you a number.
No, you pick a number, and the examiner is going to give us each a weapon that we must
Oh,
compete
okay.
with.
You can pick first.
I'm going to pick 17.
Fuck, that's what I was gonna pick.
I'm in your mind.
God damn it. Okay. So if Darren is making it, I'm gonna be strategic. If Darren is making a list of weapons, top to
Uh-huh.
bottom, She's gonna start with the most obvious ones, and then would she start with shitty ones or would she start with good ones? I feel like she would start obvious, then go good, then go shitty. So I actually think that the good weapon's number 4.
Okay, I got
pick 4.
texted my answer, what my weapon was already. So you're getting texted yours now.
4. I picked 4. Nick picks 4.
I picked 17. What will the examiner send me?
Like a chump.
What will the examiner send you?
Great, I got my answer.
Okay.
Do you have your answer?
Yeah, I have my answer.
Oh, I have scissors. What do
I
you
have scissors also.
Oh shit.
Okay. I'm gonna go again. You want to pick first?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand her math, Rock.
Okay, I will.
I pick 1. I pick 1.
Nick picks 1, and I'm
sorry,
gonna
Lexi.
pick. I'm gonna go with Lexi. I'm gonna pick 8.
I hate you so much. I hate that you just did that. I hate everything about that. Even if you win or lose, then it's like, then like I'm fucked. Okay, I have my answer.
Okay, I have mine. Are you ready for the reveal?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Rock.
Paper. Yeah, paper gang. Paper gang.
Guys,
Paper gang.
It might be 4-2, but I found Rock in a sea of chaos. So who's really winning over here? Who's really winning?
Wow.
Yeah, Lexi, I could have gone with you, but I wouldn't have gotten Rock. So
I
led me
listened
astray.
to Lexi. That's
honestly,
the point.
Lexi, you fucked me up. You could have gave Marcus scissors right there, got me a point. That's on you. So I saved you from what was I saving her from with the scissors?
I don't know.
remember. I just remember our mothers
the
are
train.
drowning.
She was tied in a train tracks.
Hashtag rocks out.
Okay.
Okay, that's not the game, is it? 'Cause I'm
Now
losing.
there's 2 more. Hunters must be able to take calculated risk in professional settings in order to work toward the greater good. Sometimes the only way to win is to sacrifice something you hold dear.
Oh no.
Decide on an amount of points to wager and confirm the amount out loud. Then play rock, paper, scissors. After 1 round receives the total of the wagered points. How many points do you have?
I think I have 2 and you have 5, right?
Okay.
Because Darren, the last one was worth double points. I don't know. We need a number. We need a point update. Rules master. Rules master. We need a point update. Rules master. Rules master.
Rules master. Darren, what's the points?
You don't have to yell at her.
She could yell at me back.
Oh, examiner. Examiner. Rules examiner.
It's
you could have lied,
5-2.
Darren. You could have gave me more.
It's
You coulda gave me
5-2. I'm
more.
sorry. I have 5. You have 2.
Okay. Can you tell me what you're wagering first? Because you have more. That seems fair.
I'm wagering 1 point.
I'm wagering 2 points.
Oh my god.
And I am I got this. You ready?
Okay, yeah. Ready?
Wait, hold on. Can I ask you a question before we play?
Sure. What's up?
How much have you thought about what choice you're making?
Not at all.
Oh, you're going to decide on the fly.
Yep.
I hate when you do this.
Why?
I'm going to say this about Marcus. I'm going to tell a fucking story real quick. Because Marcus does this shit all the time. He has thought about it, but he knows by saying what he just said and by doing this strategy, it fucks with everyone the most. We played poker once with money against friends, and he didn't look at his cards once. It fucked everyone up, and he won lots of rounds. Anyway, whatever. I'm ready. You ready? Because I know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Nice. I got 3 more points. 8-point champion. Woo,
We got
woo.
1 more point. You only bet 1 point, buddy.
It says you receive the total of wagered points. So I get 3 points because that's what we wagered.
No, I think no. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's it's Jeopardy rules.
Do
Hold
I,
on,
how many
examiner.
points do I
Hold
have?
on.
Examiner, give points
It's clearly
update.
6-0, not 8-0, right?
No, it's 8. It's 8-2.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
This is a conspiracy.
It's 8-2.
This
You
is
still
a
have 2 points. You
conspiracy.
didn't lose your points. 8-2.
What's the
Okay.
last game? Read the fucking.
Are you
list.
ready for the last one?
If the last challenge is the person whoever stuck the most to their guns wins,
it's
then
8-0.
What's the last game?
Rules master. Okay, so last one is about Nen, which you didn't know yet. Nen is also a game of rock, paper, scissors, lizards. Lizard. Okay, a Nen user of one of the 5 non-specialized classes has to be aware of their strengths against opponents of different classes. While specialized Nen users have a distinct advantage, Nen users who use manipulation, transmutation, conjuration, enhancement, or emission type Nen all have an advantage over a different type. Also why the rock, paper, scissors game and the over-explanation anime of it was important is because later you learn Nen is basically rock, paper, scissors. Play to your strengths and use
Whoa, really? They
one-
set that up that early? That's wild.
play to your strengths and use one of the 5 hand symbols to defeat your opponent. Winner
Okay.
after 3 rounds gets 5 points.
You mean 10 points?
It says 5 points.
I think it means 10. I think she meant
You
10.
mean 10 points?
Rules Master, you meant 10 points, right? The winner of this last round gets 10 points. That is what you meant, right?
Well, let's start playing. Winner of 3 rounds.
Sure, let's make
Okay.
it 10. There we go. Okay.
Sure, it's 10. Scissors, paper. We're playing scissors, paper, rock, lizard, Spock.
It's rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock is the way
Rock,
you
paper,
say.
scissors, lizard, Spock is what we're playing. Do you know how that works? I'll give it
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture.
brief explanation for the people listening at home. For rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, scissors beats paper. Scissors also beats lizard. Paper beats rock. Paper also beats Spock. Spock beats scissors. Spock beats rock. Lizard beats Spock. Lizard also beats paper. I think
You
that's
made
I
this more
explained all of them.
confusing. You made this more confusing.
They each beat 2 things. Okay, are you
You
ready?
made this more confusing. Okay, sure. I'm ready. I understand the game.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
We have to do it extra, so it's rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, and then we reveal. Okay.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
So
Lizard.
you have.
I have lizard.
I beat you.
You beat me! Ah, man! Jesus Christ!
Hashtag cocks out, cocks out.
Okay, you ready?
No, hold on. Let me look at this picture. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Paper
What-
beats rock.
No, that looks like Spock to me from here.
That's paper, man. Spock.
You still would have won
Spock
with
is a
Spock anyway.
clear.
Okay, well, fine. You won the second round, but here's the thing, Marcus.
Okay.
It's 1-1.
Yep.
Whoever wins this round gets 10 points.
Yep.
There's one more go at it left.
Uh-huh.
I want you to really think about what you're gonna pick.
I know what I'm gonna
I'm
pick.
gonna do the same.
I'm gonna tell
No,
you
I
what
want-
I'm gonna pick right now.
Wait, what did you just say?
I'm putting my cock on the table. I'm telling you what I'm gonna pick.
This is such a hunter. What are you gonna? Why am I gone? You're supposed to be gone.
You're gone, baby. You're the one picking rock all the time.
What? Tell me.
I'm not gonna tell you. It's fine.
No, you should.
No, I
You
just wanted
should.
to terrorize you.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna tell you.
Sure.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna tell you. Chat, you tell me what to pick in this last round. Marcus and I will both see it, and that will be what I pick. Chat,
That's not gonna be what
tell
you
me-
pick. You're not gonna pick it.
No, I will. I promise to the chat. Chat, tell
Okay.
me, put in rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Which one I will pick in the chat. That will be my choice. We got a Spock. We got a rock. We got a rock. We got a rock. Okay. It looks like it's gonna be rock. Oh, hold on.
Great.
Let's see. Look, another person voted rock.
Oh my god, everyone's voting rock. Everyone's saying rock solid.
Hashtag rock solid. Okay,
Nice.
baby. Okay,
Okay, you ready?
Marcus.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
To your face, no lie, I am picking what the chat says and I am picking rock, okay?
Okay, cool.
Take what I say at heart because I'm
100%.
not lying to you right
100%.
now. I am telling you right now,
Got
here on the podcast, no lie, hashtag rock solid, I'm picking rock.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Say it.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, baby.
Yes! I picked rock! I did it! For you guys! I'm the winner!
Oh
Pass
man.
the hunter exam!
I'm sorry it ended that way for
victorious.
you, Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marcus. Did you not watch the show? The points don't matter.
Uh-huh.
The examiner says who is a
Wow.
hunter
That's
after
true.
that hunter.
That's
And
true.
they saw my determination. They saw my drive. They saw how much I need it and want it.
I mean-
Examiner, who's the hunter?
I've never seen the chat back you this hard on anything. If I'm being honest, I feel like normally the chat is on my side.
Well, good thing. Twist dash 9442 is not the only examiner. Everyone in the chat, you're all examiners. Who won the game?
You can't do that.
Who won the game?
I
chat?
won the game 18 to 0.
Rock solid.
Let it be known
Put it
by
in the chat.
all listeners near and far. 18-0, Nick. I'm sorry
Put
I
it in the
crushed
chat,
you
guys.
so hard.
You're all the examiners today. You have the power. This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/nowtrythiscast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill for time for a second.
You're
so
a man
everyone
of your
can
word.
put
You're a
who
man of
wins
your
in the
word.
chat. If you want me to win, you could just say hashtag rock solid.
You're an inspiration to us all, is what the chat is saying. Thank you
And it
guys.
says I won their game.
Thank you guys. I mean, hey, if someone wants to donate $10 and say Nick wins, I'll accept it. If you want to donate
Guys,
$10,
if you want me to win the game, go on to twitch.tv/NotTryThisCast, donate $10. Nick won this game. Put your money where your
but
mouth
until
is.
that happens,
Hashtag
I'm gonna go with the
rock solid.
points and say I won. That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't know. More people in the chat are saying I won, and I clearly that's how this works.
Where's those $10? That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Well, it's gonna take them a second. They're gonna have to figure out how to donate. Like, where's the
There's
button?
a
I don't know where
button.
the
There's a
is.
button below that says donate and takes you to the donation site. Okay, back to Hunter x Hunter. That was a fun game. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Dash time for
Darren,
you
you
that
did a
was an
great
amazing
job.
game. Way to make me a hunter. Great job.
Congratulations, Darren. That was a great game, and you have reached the Hall of Fame of games, I believe, with that game.
Yeah. There's hair and no hair Bruce Willis, Crazy Ball, and X Games.
X Games.
Yeah. So the thing I was going to talk about before we play that game was, oh man, there's lots of tournaments. How did this tournament stack up?
Yeah.
Well, because
How do you feel this tournament stacked up?
There's 2 tournaments in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh my God, we got a donation. The $10 donation came through. Nick is the winner of the Hunter x Hunter game because money solves all problems.
And
I
guys, if you want to see me
capitalism to
double
be
win,
the real winner.
if you want to see me double win, go
No,
ahead and donate
that's
another.
not how it works. That's not how it works.
Guys, put your money where your mouth is. Hashtag rock solid.
Oh my God.
So there's 2 tournaments in Yu Yu Hakusho. The Dark Tournament, which is iconic.
Yeah.
The Hell Tournament, which isn't as good. There's the Cell Games Tournament, which is great. There's all the martial arts tournaments from Dragon Ball.
Yes.
There's the Naruto Chunin Exam Tournament.
I think Dragon
Am I
Ball
missing
Z
any?
has some good tournaments.
Oh, My
I think
Hero
it might have the
Academia.
worst overall tournaments because it has so many of them. And they're not real tournaments. The most recent Dragon Ball Z Super had like what felt like real tournament arcs.
I don't know. I'd have to disagree with you. Those old school Dragon Ball tournaments.
Yeah, Dragon
were
Ball
pretty...
had tournaments, but Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Z, I feel like
No, Dragon Ball Z's tournaments were kind of a joke on purpose. Like, it was kind of joking about it. But like those old ones, Master Roshi pretended to be another guy to beat Goku so he can like not think he was the strongest in the world.
Yeah.
That is iconic. That is
Yeah.
like super iconic. And the Cell tournament, I really did like
the
the
Cell
Cell
tournament wasn't a tournament. Cell was just like
You're
fight
right.
me. No one else
You're
fought.
right. You're right. But the end
not
of
a
this
tournament.
exam, honestly, super interesting. I talk about subversions. The tournament started with Gon,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And honestly, this was the most anime. This is the moment when I was like, he's not gonna not give up. He's not gonna not give up.
Yep.
Oh, great. He's gonna break his arm. And like the determination on Gon's face when Hanzo,
Hanzo, yeah.
is torturing him, and he gets Hanzo to go on his side
Yeah.
by never giving up, so he wins that round. Iconic, truly.
It was great, but also, like you said, it's a subversion of the whole anime trope and this like overly determined protagonist. Like that shit has consequences, right? We don't see it in so many things because we're like taught to idolize these like rash decisions, these headstrong characters, when in reality, that shit would get you fucked up. Arms broken, you know? And that's what happens to Gon. Gon ends up getting fucked up.
And also because he got fucked up, right? All the rest of the shit from the tournament happened, right?
Yeah.
Like he blames himself, and he's right. Things would have played out differently if he was there.
Yeah.
So, and I was so thrown off by this in a great way because that tournament part happened, and then you wake up with Gon, waking up from being unconscious, and one of the examiners is like, hey, here's your license, you won. And he's like, oh, I need to see the rest of the tournament. And they're like, the tournament already finished.
Yes.
And I was like, what? So different. So weird.
It's really
but I loved it.
But then they go
we
into
see
the
the flashback.
details of what happened, a flashback of the tournament.
Yeah.
And you see that like Killua's brother was in the tournament the whole time. He was using a face-changing needles to kind of like contort the muscles in his face to change it. And he goes up against Killua and is like, I'm your brother, you should be scared of me, and like intimidates him and terrifies him to the point where he can't fight and he leaves. And then in another fight, he's like, fuck it, I'm out. And he kills one of the contestants.
Yeah.
Which gets him eliminated.
Which is wild. It was so interesting the way that all played out. And like, I don't know, it was just super interesting. the show, and I assume the manga too, could have took its time, and every anime
Mhm.
does, going through every single one of those fights for multiple
Yeah,
episodes.
and dragging it out.
And I wouldn't even have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad. I would
Yeah.
have been there for Leorio fighting 3 episodes, that old man, right?
Yeah.
We would have been. We're so used to it, right?
We're so
But
used to anime just taking its time, milking every single moment. And I feel
Yeah.
like this show didn't in the beginning. There is an arc later that the anime milks hard because it does
Sure.
that thing like we talked about earlier where it got caught up to the manga. It was trying to fill for time, and then it just like was too much.
Sure. Dash 942 said, "Wait till you get to the Chimera Ants arc."
Yeah, that one is the one where they're like they do that thing that Dragon Ball Z did, where they're like the planet's gonna explode in 2 minutes, and then it's 45 episodes later, and you're like, how long does this 2 minutes last for?
Oh, classic anime.
Yeah.
The extension of time.
Yeah, they did that. They're like,
but
oh no, a bomb's gonna show up in 5 minutes, and the whole arc is in that like 5 minutes, and you're like, God, what the fuck?
But before we get to the tournament, I thought we were gonna do a tournament where we do that Hunter series, where basically they're hunting each other,
Mhm.
which I thought was super interesting and like endearing. The whole thing, like the way it
Yeah.
all played out. I've never seen anything like that. It reminded me of like that John Leguizamo movie where he's like he allows somebody to hunt him in New York City. I don't know
Yeah,
why,
where
but
they're
that's
trying to
what
get
it
the
reminded me of.
badges.
Yeah.
So that's also a really cool arc. I mean, I guess it's not an arc; it's a sub arc of the test thing. But it's really cool because you get to see Gon really have to adapt to opponents that are stronger than him. In this part of the thing, Hisoka is the one that has his number, and he
Yeah.
has to try to get Hisoka's number, and Hisoka's way more
Which is
powerful
almost
than him.
impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way more.
This also sets up a lot of the thinking of the world of Hunter x Hunter, where you're gonna face opponents that are stronger than you. And unlike other anime, where they like other anime, what happens is you protagonist faces a strong opponent, they power up during the battle or in training or whatever, or they train half the way and then they power up the rest of the way to like beat or match their opponent's strength level. That doesn't happen in this anime. In this anime, you meet people that are more powerful than you're fucked.
Uh-huh.
And you have to find a way to overcome it, you know?
Sorry, I'm listening. I know this is gonna take me a while, so I
You
should
start now. Start now. But there's so many parts in this show where Gon faces an opponent that's just unbeatable, and he has to do his best to fight at his current strength level. It's really, really unique to this anime.
Wow, wouldn't the egg have been on my face if I did all this trouble and I didn't win?
Brag. Joseph, thank you for the donation, but also like, what the fuck, man? I thought we were friends too. Huh?
Hashtag rock solid.
What happened?
Um,
What happened, man?
no, I agree with you. I loved honestly sitting there with Gon as he was like watching birds and shit, learning how to fucking hunt. I mean, it's those moments that make you fall in love with the character, right?
Yeah.
It's like that, and like that again. That moment later with Hanzo where he won't give up, and like and like the moment which I really appreciated, where the moment where he learned how to get his number.
Yeah.
And was following him, and then he sees that he's about to go after Leorio and Kurapika,
Yeah.
and he says it in his head. He easily could have just went to save them and never said anything, but the anime takes the time to have an internal monologue. It's like, this is my only chance. I have to get the badge, and then say, but I have to save my friends. I honestly, it's a little cliche, but like I fucking that's why I watch anime. Those cliche moments, right?
Yes. You get into it so easily. I feel like you fall in love with Gon and Killua so quickly in this. What okay, so the reason I feel like we ended up watching the whole first season was mainly because a lot of it feels slow. I feel like if you watched the first 5 episodes of this, you wouldn't have liked it, right?
Absolutely not. I would have been like, I'm on a boat. What's happening?
Yeah. So what was the point? Because I feel like you liked it. I could be wrong, but what was the point in which you started enjoying it?
Look at this
Which episode? What was happening?
Well, I said it the first moment when I started like paying attention, like I was enjoying it, was that moment on
Uh-huh.
the boat when Gon saved that random guy, and you saw that the captain's like, "You got something, kid.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
pass you." I love
Yeah.
that shit. But the moment that I still wasn't completely sold when they were fucking walking in the fucking exam, like just running all together.
It was weird, but I liked
It
it.
was
I
super
liked the
weird. I
lanky
didn't-
guy
I
who's
didn't
just
hate
like.
it. And somehow he's running.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great.
I didn't hate it, but I still wasn't like, okay. I was still like, okay, this is anime. I've seen this before. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And then
That
after
stupid guy. Oh man, what was his name? Like fucking Choji or some shit. The like fat guy with the
16?
soda.
16?
Yeah, oh god. What
hate
a
that guy.
fucking stupid
Shogun
guy.
Soda.
I hate him so much.
I didn't love him.
he
Honestly,
tried
though, the
poisoning
fact that he
everybody.
kept coming, back, honestly, was pretty good.
It
Like,
was
he
a
ended up on their
good, it was a
team, and he
good,
was in
good
the
joke.
tournament.
Yeah, so
it was,
so
it
in
was
the
good.
for those of you listening at home, there's
Tampa,
this
nice.
piece of shit guy named Tampa who tries to he's like nicknamed the rookie killer or whatever, because he goes in and he tries to just eliminate as many rookies as possible. And unfortunately for him, he crosses paths with our heroes and tries to get them out, but is like, what the fuck is wrong with these rookies? These guys are crazy this year. And also because of them, he ends up making it pretty far into the exam.
So, and then for in the fighting in the fog, I was like, okay, whatever. The cooking and the egg, I was like, sure.
Yeah.
I think the moment that I was like, I like this show, I understand what the show is doing, when they fought the prisoners in the tower. Because like I was like, oh, okay, so all these slow moments were to set up this moment where Killua killing that guy immediately, Gon winning that candle fight even though he was the dumber one, Leorio losing the gambling fight, Tampa giving up right away, and Kurapika fighting that like fucking Frankenstein guy.
Yeah, the Frankenstein guy.
Like that those 5 fights are like, yeah, I love anime.
Yep.
Like they like encapsulate all of it.
For me, it was the same thing. In that moment, that's when I was like, I love this show. It's fun. I love the over explanation of rock, paper, scissors and how that works. I love like how stupid and silly everything is. But I also love like there are serious moments. There are moments where like Killua twice in this arc rips out someone's heart. That's scary as fuck. He's intense.
And at one point he's like, nah, it's not that impressive. My dad would have done it without any blood.
Yeah. Wild stuff.
Yeah, and Lexi said when Killua walked away from the fight with the old guy because he could have killed him, I was sold. Me and Lexi fought about this because this is what I'm talking about, power sets.
Okay,
she was like, he could have killed the old guy. I was like, no, he could have. She's like the old guy's like the old sensei guy. Like he's more powerful than all of them. And she's like, nuh-uh. And I was like, you don't know it.
The old guy is very powerful, but he is not more powerful than everybody. Just because the way Nen works is kind of weird. But he is very powerful. He's probably one of the most powerful.
I'm excited to learn about it.
Yeah, you learn more.
I'm excited to learn about it. Because you keep mentioning, and obviously, like, I don't. One of my frustrations and one of my colorings of the show so far, which I think is on purpose, is the power levels don't make sense. I'm supposed to be a little confused about powers and magic, and clearly this is all to set up later this big satisfaction moment you're describing, where it's like,
But I'm gonna say, I'm gonna point out some of Hunter x Hunter's, like, I feel like maybe we've been praising it. We could talk about its flaws before we like close out the episode. Sure. Do you have any issues so far with Hunter x Hunter? Like the power level
I've already
thing?
mentioned, the power levels and the soft magic I'm not usually a fan of. I think, gosh, I really loved Leorio. He is so... I grew up on like Joey with Yugi and Krillin with Goku and what's the name of the BB guy in One Piece?
Fuck. Not Olong. Jesus Christ.
Olaf.
No.
Not Olaf. That's Frozen.
Oh my god, I haven't watched it in so long.
I know, neither have I. But anyway, that quintessential character, he fills that void, I think, better than most of them do.
Usopp.
And they're like Usopp, Krillin, fucking, these are like iconic. Ron from Harry Potter, it's like the third dweeby guy that's actually not good at anything, but he comes in clutch sometimes. Like that's like quintessential to anime and all animes.
100%.
And he's one of my favorite of those things, of the quintessential goofy, not useful people.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I like him a lot too.
And he becomes pretty useful.
I'm sure. He already has been, right? Like as like a, like in subtle ways. But things I don't like. I
can talk about the things I was gonna say.
I think just more of the like, there hasn't been real fighting because the fighting hasn't like no fighting has really happened at all. Which is like just weird. Like I just feel like at this point, to have gone through a whole season and not be like, oh, I love this Hunter x Hunter fight, because there hasn't been one.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there are fights in this that I like, but none of them feel at all to the scale. Like I wouldn't go on YouTube and rewatch the fights like I would rewatch Naruto fights or Bleach fights or anything like that.
My Hero.
None of them are like to that scale. I don't know if I would rewatch My Hero Academia fights. either.
You don't watch the Deku versus Todoroki fight?
Nah.
Oh, I love that fight.
Really?
It's iconic. Yeah, when he like, it's your power. Use your flame. And he's fucking crying. And he used all his fingers.
It was good to rewatch.
His fingers all broke, and he also was good to rewatch.
It was good when I rewatched it, but it wasn't like I needed to go watch on YouTube. You know
the Endeavor fight from this last season, the end of this last season.
That's pretty good.
Endeavor fight.
But I don't know. Something about it doesn't click the way that like
a Dragon Ball Z or
Dragon Ball Z Naruto did. Yeah.
Or Bleach. Bleach fights are great.
Bleach fights are crazy. Good.
Bleach fights that's why that show's good.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, my problems are Naruto Sasuke fight.
Yeah, we were both not into something in the chat. We agree.
Yeah.
The
Naruto
first
Sasuke
versus
fight
Sasuke
in the chat.
And Naruto might have the best fights.
It might have the best fights. I think it is. It does.
In my head, Bleach is a close second, but it might be Naruto. I rewatched the Pain fight like 2 weeks ago. No reason. Yeah. I just wanted to.
Anytime Naruto fights come up in my suggestions on YouTube, I watch them.
Yep.
They're good. I watch fights for parts of the show I didn't even watch. I'm like, fuck, that's a cool fight. I'm gonna watch it.
So what are the problems, Bronzer?
My problems come later. I feel like when you get to Nen and the explanation of it, it's good, but it is you spend too much time learning about Nen. It is like a whole season that you're sitting there learning the rules of Nen and watching them learn Nen and stuff like that. And it feels like they could have done it quicker. I get you came up with a cool power set. I get that it works really well and you're proud of it, but it could have all been done in like a couple episodes. And maybe I'm missing the point. Maybe the point of over explaining it was a subversion of the tropes of shonen and being like, sometimes they never explain it. I'm going to over explain it or something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe that's what he was going for. Or
they over-explain it, so I'm going to over-explain it even more to show you that that's dumb.
Exactly, yeah. So maybe he was maybe he made it stupid to emphasize how stupid it is in shonen. I don't know. But it was grueling to watch so many episodes about Nen when I'm like, I get it. It's like their powers, they work differently, blah, blah.
Do we learn this in their next arc where they're about to train or later?
No, later, after. Soon.
They're about to go. Killua and Gon are going to go train so they can go fight.
Yeah, that is where you learn it. That is where you learn it.
Okay, great. Yeah. So that's coming up.
But it's that's my main problem. And then later on in the Chimera Ant arc, it's a little too slow. It's like there's just too slow for me.
That's not a lot of complaints.
No, it's not. It's a very, very good show. There's so many moments of it where it's just heartbreaking. Oh, it made me cry a couple of times on my first watch.
Oh, I haven't cried yet, but if it's gonna come, I'll do it. Because I'm on Gon's side. Listen, take or leave this show, even if it's not your cup of tea. I've never met a protagonist like Gon that put me on his side 100% so much. Like, I love Deku. He cries too much. I agree. I love Goku. He is too dumb. I love Ichigo. He does have plot armor 1,000%. I liked Naruto for the last 200 episodes, but did not like him for the first 400.
Okay.
Like, Naruto was not a good character until he fought Pain.
He was not.
But Gon got me right away. It's super interesting. Like, I've never felt... We both know that being endearing is one of my, like, top things in a show or an anime or a movie. And that is Gon. That is Gon. Like, endearment. Like, in being endearing. And I'm all about it.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
Well, Marcus, that was Hunter x Hunter. The first 26 episodes.
Hunter.
We actually didn't talk about Killua, how his family didn't want him to have his friend. The only thing I'll mention is his like vampire looking father in that last moment when he was like, go make some friends, Killua. Yeah. Me and Lexi were sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? And then as soon as he leaves, he was like, yes, he's just like me. He's my son. He's going to go out there and come right back. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was pretty anime. That weird evil moment. I don't know. His dad is like an assassin, blah, blah, blah. But he's like, doesn't seem like that bad of a guy.
He also seems like a vampire. Also, I think the only other thing I really want to mention from that last little bit is the stupid butler coin trick. I really liked. I really liked that game. That was so stupid.
Oh my god,
it was so dumb. I loved it.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was so stupid.
It's pretty dumb, but it was good. It was good,
guys. He was good. So the butler stopped them right before they got to Killua, and the butler like tossed a coin in the air and then said, "Which hand?" And they're all like, left. He's like, great. And then he said, "Which hand?" As he like did like fucking ninja fast shit. and like Gon was the only one to be able to follow because,
Mhm.
and he like cut open his eye to do it. I don't know. It was just very anime.
It was so anime. I feel like that's
Yeah.
the thing about this show too, is it takes a lot of dumb shit like rock, paper, scissors, and like the coin game and figuring out which hand the coin is in and making it
Yeah.
so over exaggerated to the point where you do fall into the like allure of the tension, and you're like, oh my god, I am invested in this shit. I want to see how it ends.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter.
Nice. Woo! Hunter x Hunter. Okay, I feel like
Marcus,
someone's gonna yell at
Did
us.
you like the show?
Nick, I love this show. It is fantastic. Nick, did you like the show?
I like it a lot. It has not broken my top 10. I
Okay.
don't know if I'm going to love it. I have a feeling with more episodes I might, but right now I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
Okay, cool. I accept
Are you
this.
gonna keep watching it?
I finished it already. I'm gonna
Oh.
keep reading it for sure because I want it.
You're gonna move
There
on to
are
reading
cool
it.
fights later. Like you meet the spiders and there's some cool fights and stuff like that I want to see that aren't in the anime because it's just happens later.
Right.
But like the leader of the I mean I don't want to spoil it for you, but Hisoka really
Okay.
wants to fight strong opponents, and so he finds someone he wants to fight, and that fight doesn't happen in the anime, but it has happened in the manga, and I want to read that fight.
Oh, sure, totally.
Mhm.
I'm gonna at the very least watch these 10 episodes or these 4 seasons.
Okay.
One, because Alexi's into it, so she's gonna make us.
Nice.
But also, I'm very excited to see where these kids go. They did so much setup. I need to see the payoff now, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you
Yeah.
have to see where the kids go. It's so good.
Totally.
It's just so good. Heartwarming.
Marcus, would you recommend this show?
I would recommend this show to everyone. I mean, I introduced it to my girlfriend because I was like, "Hey, I want to get you into anime," and I think I have a good sense of what kind of anime you like or what kind of shows you might enjoy. And so she's not a typical anime watcher. She is more receptive to it than like someone who just thinks anime is stupid. But if you're
Yeah.
open to watching anime, I recommend watching Hunter x Hunter. What about you?
What this? I agree. I think I would definitely recommend this to any anime watcher who hasn't watched anime. I
Mhm.
would definitely recommend this to somebody who has dipped their toe in. I will say, if there's a diehard fan that only likes things like Attack on Titan, My Hero, Tokyo Ghoul, I would say this might be a little too slow, a little too older.
Yeah.
For them. And I will say, if somebody doesn't understand these tropes at all, then the reason this is great would go over their head. But
That's
I would
true.
also recommend it. Watching this is also making me really, really reminisce about my Full Metal Alchemist, which is my favorite anime,
Mhm.
and I think I'm going to rewatch that soon.
Yeah,
Once Lexi and I finish this, I think I think that's next on my list. To
I'm
rewatch.
rewatching Full Alchemist now too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm
The original or
rewatching the
Brotherhood?
original because
Nice.
Darren's never watched the original. So I was like, let's
you're gonna
watch
do
the
both.
original and then we will transition to Brotherhood as
Hell yeah.
God intended.
Hell
You watch
yeah.
them both. You don't watch
Hell
one.
yeah.
You watch them
Get
both,
off-
baby.
get off your high horses saying Brotherhood's better.
Yeah.
They're both equally important to the lore of being a Full Metal
Fuck yeah.
fan.
Brotherhood
Truly.
speeds through too many things that
Truly,
you need
truly.
to take your time with in the beginning.
I agree.
Of Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist.
Especially in an anime when they have so many flashbacks.
Mhm.
A flashback to the good shit.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Nick,
Marcus, that's the show.
that's the show. I still have to give you a challenge because
You
last we
do.
left off, you gave me Spiral. Nick, there's been so many good things coming
So
up
many.
recently.
many,
And
yeah.
I've been pondering and I've been thinking. I was thinking about giving you Bo Burnham's Inside, which is very good. I was
Mhm.
thinking about giving you
I like Bo Burnham.
huh?
I like Bo Burnham.
I was thinking about giving you Eurovision because that's like that was hot, but then we took 2 weeks off and that threw everything off. So Eurovision is over and a winner has been chosen. So I don't think I'm going to give you Eurovision this year. Maybe we'll wait another year and do it. But I am going to give you another show that I've been obsessed with recently. And I'm going to give you
Why is there so much-
Taskmaster.
Oh, this fucking bullshit show you've been fucking talking about.
I've been talking
raving
about it nonstop. I've
can
been
make me-
raving
okay.
about it.
So
The new season is coming out soon. Okay, they've been just nominated for a television award, so they're having a big
So
campaign to go
instead
vote
of-
for them.
Instead of watching a timely international thing, reality show, which I love reality shows, instead of watching Bo Burnham, a comedian we both love, instead of watching a culturally relevant movie like In the Heights or a culturally in the zeitgeist movie like Quiet Place or Conjuring, I'm going to watch a show that I've never heard of come out of anyone's lips except yours.
100%. Yes.
Great. Taskmasters next week, guys. No, come, please.
I mean, I could have given you Cruella, or I don't know what else came out.
I would have loved to see Cruella.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. I am the way I am.
Marcus,
I'm giving you Taskmaster.
You're not sorry.
I will tell you which specific episodes to watch later because I don't remember which seasons I like.
You're gonna curate me a playlist of episodes?
You a playlist and then give you the freedom to watch whatever you want afterwards. I think I'll give you 2 episodes of one of each season, and you decide which group you want to keep watching, and then you watch like a couple episodes after that.
Okay, guys, watch out for our socials at NowTradeThisCast. Marcus will post what those episodes are. Guys, if you want to tweet at us, you can. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can. If you want to DM us, you can. Leave us those 5-star reviews on iTunes. It really helps the visibility on the show. We can top that chart on Honduras. I feel it. We need those reviews.
Do it.
And also, join our community at patreon.com/NowTryThisCast to join and influence our podcast.
Yes, let's go. I wanted to give you Eurovision, but it's also just hard. We can't listen to music on Twitch,
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to do. We would have to sing it or something. Thank you guys for joining. Nick said all the things already. Go visit our Patreon. Go to our socials. We love you guys. We appreciate the support. Have a good night. Go out there and try some things before you go to bed, though. Try something new. Spice it up. Put a finger in your butt. Have your partner put a finger in your butt. Let's try something new.
Good night, guys. Good night.
Friends get together so they can try things. Yell about it, it's podcast so that you can try things. Now we will stop singing so that we can all now try this.
New window. Nice. Gotta send Nick the goods.
That's a good episode.
Oh, thank you. You made it also very good. Yeah,
Darren, that was fucking kick ass.
That was great.
That was such a good
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a good time.
You know what I was impressed with? It captured the heart of the show,
Yeah.